it's Yamina again, and today I'm talking about a foundation that I decided to try. So in one of my videos, which I was talking about foundations, I actually brought up about 5 foundations I was the most interested in trying out of 11 from my Sephora Loves list. And so those foundations were the LYS Beauty Foundation, which is brand new, as well as the Pat McGrath Foundation, which I have tried and I love it. Also the Kevin Aqua Foundation, the Other Realist one, and I am not convinced that I still want to try that right now. I love the shape of the bottle, but I'm not sure if I really want to try it yet. And I also want to try the Guerlain La Sensual Soft Matte version. I forget the actual proper name for it, but it's the soft matte version, which is new, and it came out in the UK first, and it's in Selfridges right now, and it costs like $80 to ship to the US, so I'm actually not going to get that until it actually is in the US, so I don't have to pay that much. But so for now, I'm not going to be trying that. And then the other one that I was interested in trying is a Huda Beauty, either the stick foundation or the new soft matte foundation that's unscented, or I think it's just matte. I don't know if it's soft matte, but it's unscented. So that was one of the ones I want to try. So I think I still want to try that. But one that just caught my attention recently is the Dear Dahlia foundation that came out. And I actually was following Dear Dahlia on Instagram a few years ago, but I decided to stop following them because they kind of had the same aesthetic as Fenty Beauty does, just with the shape of their packaging. And I was just like, okay, I have Fenty Beauty, I don't need to follow Dear Dahlia. Also, I thought that Dear Dahlia was also coming from the UK, so I was like, I'm gonna have to pay extra shipping to get it here. I like I said, I love their stuff, I love their packaging, but the price wasn't right for me to try any of their stuff if it was gonna come from the UK on top of that, so I decided to stop following it. But in a couple of last couple of weeks, one of the accounts I follow on Instagram, which is called Caramel Swatches, she actually posted that they were going to be releasing a foundation, and I got really excited. I looked at the foundation, I was like, I think I want to try that, and I decided I did want to try it. So I actually ordered it after consulting with I had to consult with one of their representatives through Instagram, I think. I think it was through Instagram. Yeah, it was through Instagram, and then I did it through Instagram, and then I actually emailed them for further assistance because I wasn't convinced about the shade match that they gave me. Um, so I was able to get my shade match, and I was able to order it and receive it in 6 days, 6 full days, and that included a weekend, I'm pretty sure. So it got here in 6 days, and I actually tried it for the first time yesterday, so I like it. But a funny story that happened yesterday, I have allergies, and they are not always present. Like, I don't always have to worry about them. I don't always take an allergy pill. But yesterday, I got dressed, put on my perfume, put on my makeup, and the next thing I know, I was sneezing all day to the point that I was like taking my makeup off my nose, blowing my nose from sneezing all day. And I finally said, I think I decided to wash off the perfume after many hours of wearing it. I was like, let me wash off this perfume to see if I can get rid of my allergies, and that didn't work. So I was like, oh my goodness, does the foundation have a scent? Is that what's causing my allergies right now? So I smelled the foundation by pumping it out again, and I was like, oh, it does have a scent. Oh my goodness, is this what I'm allergic to? Am I not going to be able to use it on Sunday to see if I still like it? So I washed off my face, and I was still sneezing, still having allergies, and about an hour or two before I went to bed, I took another allergy pill to hopefully have no reaction. And so I decided to try the foundation again today, and I actually put it on about 10:30, I think, this morning, and it is after 5 p.m. Um, and I've had it on all day. I actually blotted my forehead, and I think I blotted like my cheeks a little bit, but I blotted my forehead with one sheet of blotting paper, and I was a little shiny, but it is a silk finish foundation, so I believe it's more gonna be that kind of shine, luminous look. But yeah, so thankfully I'm not allergic to it, because I was really worried. So it turns out the foundation does have a scent to it, which is kind of floral, but it's not off-putting. I can't actually smell it. I actually had to smell it in the little container that I put my foundations into before I put it on my face. So I smelled it again this morning, and I was like, okay, it really does have a scent, but it's not overwhelming or overpowering. And so I still tried it on. I still like the way it looked, and yeah, so that's my take on it. But this is what it looks like. It comes in this packaging, and like I said, it took 6 days. It comes out of California now, it turns out. I don't know if that's always been the case or if it was actually in the UK. But Dear Dahlia, my shade right now is MW3, and it is a close match to Fenty Beauty's 300, which is my best shade in Fenty Beauty. This one is a good match. I did take a picture yesterday with this foundation on with flash, and what I did notice is it did make my skin look washed out. So I think when I've heard that said before, that means that the foundation isn't your best match, but it looks good when it's not in flash. So I will keep that in mind, not to put it in flash, take a picture with flash. So yeah, so that's what I noticed yesterday. And I've been wearing it, like I said, since about 10:30 this morning, and I only blotted once, like in the last few minutes, and it's after 5 p.m. and I like it. And my thing is, I have normal to oily combination skin, and what my preference is, as I prefer soft matte foundations like the Fenty Beauty Original Foundation. And what I have noticed though, because we've been wearing masks for over, has it been a year? Since we've been wearing masks for a year about, I do not have a preference for finishes anymore. Not so much, because it's going to wear away with the mask anyway, even when I put setting spray on. So I just want the foundation to apply to my skin in a way that I think looks pretty, and to not be patchy when I apply it, and to at least wear it for a few hours if I'm going to be walking around without a mask at home usually. So yesterday I put this foundation on with this kind of brush, and I did not like the way it was looking. I thought it was gonna be a fail foundation because of the way it was applying with this brush. So then I ended up not reapplying it. I ended up putting on another layer with the Beauty Blender, and that worked out fine. And then this morning when I put it on again, I used this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for any new foundation, and that's what I should have used yesterday, but I was using my other favorite brush. But anyway, this brush worked better for the particular formula of the foundation, because it's not as liquidy as I thought the Pat McGrath foundation is, but it does have a little bit more of a liquidy texture than a Fenty Beauty foundation. So it's between the texture of the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte foundation and the Pat McGrath foundation. And so it applies sheerly to my face, so that, let me see, which side of my face do I have it. So this side of my face, I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. So I do have to apply, I think I applied 3 layers of the foundation, but it's also very thin. It's not super heavy. So it's very thin, and it applies very nicely, even with 3 layers on. And I don't think I put any touch-up concealer on after. I just put on my blush and my blush and my highlighter after I finished applying the foundation. I didn't put any concealer on except for under my eyes. But yeah, so I like the foundation. I think it wears nicely. I think it's definitely, for a person that has oilier skin, they probably would notice that it does get a little bit luminous and dewy looking, maybe fast, depending on what their skin type is. But yeah, for me, having normal to oily combination skin, it took a while for me to notice that it was getting oily. I took a picture and I was like, oh, I think I need to blot. So that's what I did. And someone with dry skin, I'm assuming, might like this because it is a silk finish foundation. Let's see. So it is called Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation. So yeah, it's going to be more of a silky, natural, luminous finish. I think luminous would be the best word to silky. Yeah, MW3. But I like it, and definitely shake it before applying it. which I do with just about every foundation I have anyway. And yeah, so I like it a lot, and I'm so glad that account told us that there was going to be a new foundation from them, because I would have never known. I actually love trying out foundations, but of course I don't try out every foundation because of prices, or not being interested in that particular foundation, or not being interested in that particular brand. But this brand has always caught my eye in the past, so when I saw the foundation, I was like, okay, I think I'm going to actually try something from them, and I was super glad to find out that they're in the US. Like I said, I don't know if that's where they've always been, and I was just mistaken about prices. But yeah, I think at one time they were overseas, and it might have been actually their Korean brand, so they probably weren't in the UK. I think they might have actually been in Korea. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they actually had different pricing, and I am so glad that I was able to get this, and I was able to get it shipped in the US without any extra crazy high shipping fees, and I like it. It does have, like I said, a floral pleasant smell, but I don't smell it on my face, and partly because my allergies were acting up so bad, I had to like really smell it. I had to focus on smelling it this morning when I was applying it so I could see what it smelled like, but it's not bothering me, which is good, because I actually thought that I was allergic to the foundation, but it turns out I was allergic to my perfume, which I should have known better, because that particular perfume does not work for me anyway. So that's the end of my video. I hope that this was slightly interesting, helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Take care. Bye.